Currently, there are no model aircraft restraint devices on the market, and commonly used methods of holding an aircraft still during startup and prior to takeoff are often very rudimentary.
It is stated in the BMFA handbook that your model should be adequately restrained, but that's as far as it goes. I see people with screwdrivers, with copper tubes, with pieces of rope. Very common, we see people stood over the model, restraining it with their feet. So we see all sort of crazy ways of restraining.
Research shows that the vast majority of injuries inflicted during model aircraft use are the direct result of inadequately restrained aircraft. With this poor practice, damage can be caused to the pilot, spectators, or the aeroplane itself, with disastrous and often very costly results.
The hazards of not restraining your aircraft are that you can hurt yourself and other people as well. So we have a lot of lacerations, amputations. We have aircraft that move forward and hit spectators or helpers.
If you're not in the right place to either hold it or prevent it, it could go into, obviously, apart from yourself, anyone that's watching, any assistants, or if you're near enough into anyone in the crowd.
Now there is a solution. We have Airopult, so we have a viable, mechanical, repeatable, reliable solution that really is going to prevent a lot of accidents.
The Airopult is a totally unique model aircraft restraint device, designed to prevent airplanes from moving during starting procedures and enables a pilot to start and free the aircraft independently. Assembly is quick, simple and fully adjustable to fit 99% of all small to medium model aircraft of all different makes, types, shapes and sizes, including electric planes, and is designed to be used with no assistance either at flying locations or at home. It can either be fixed to soft or hard surfaces, and once tethered securely to the ground and adjusted to fit your aircraft, is ready to use. The aircraft is moved into position against the undercarriage restraints, which prevents any reverse or lateral movement. The two hinged restraints are then raised into position to secure against any forward motion. Once positioned and correctly adjusted within the Airopult, the aircraft is now completely secure against any undesired movement in any direction, and the engine can now be safely started with minimal risk of lacerations from the propeller. The aircraft is now safe and ready to release. Simply release the safety lock and depress the foot pedal. This lowers the hinge restraints and frees the aircraft, enabling you to safely take your plane to the runway. A small investment, the Airopult will make your flying a more enjoyable experience, not to mention potentially saving you literally thousands on aircraft repairs or, more seriously, medical bills. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, the Airopult is a good solution to avoid that risk, and both to yourself, spectators and the model itself. So yeah, definitely an interesting buy and something to be in the back of the car.
In my opinion, I don't think you can put a price on this. How can you put a price on cutting yourself, cutting a finger, having a laceration? You know, forget the financial damage to your aircraft. You know, the Airopult will stop this.
The Airopult. Light, compact, quick to assemble and even easier to use. It's the only cost-effective, safe and responsible way to restrain your model aircraft. Assembly is easy. Take the release assembly, rotate the hinged restraints and latch upright. Place the assembly into position and secure firmly to the ground using the pegs provided. Note that the Airopult can either be fixed onto hard or soft flat surfaces. Open the release assembly to the required position. The undercarriage restraints are fully adjustable and are connected easily with the release assembly. For larger aircraft, the extension arms may be used and are simply pushed together. Once the undercarriage restraints are assembled, They can be adjusted in width or, using the height adjuster supplied, in height. Also supplied are trike plane attachments. The aircraft is moved into position against the undercarriage restraints, which prevents any reverse or lateral movement. The two hinged restraints are then raised into position to secure against any forward motion. Once positioned and correctly adjusted within the Airopult, the aircraft is now completely secure against any undesired movement in any direction, and the engine can now be safely started with minimal risk of lacerations from the propeller. The aircraft is now safe and ready to release. Simply release the safety lock and depress the foot pedal. This lowers the hinge restraints and frees the aircraft, enabling you to safely take the aircraft to the runway. The Airopult. Simple, quick and safe.